In today's episode of the Pathmark Presents podcast, I'm with Ian Wright. And Ian is Managing Director for TribeGlobal. And TribeGlobal is very much different than your usual network of agencies. It's a network of independent and owner-run communication agencies and business partners. Based with the headquarters out of Amsterdam, Ian is dialing in from Edinburgh to tell us all about TribeGlobal today. So Ian, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Lucas. Thank you.
Yeah, so maybe, take it away. Like, what is TribeGlobal all about in your own words?
Well, TribeGlobal is a growing network of what I would describe as ambitious and award-winning communication agencies and business partners. But the point you just mentioned, Lucas, is really important. We're all independent. We're all in charge of our own destiny. So that is what Tribe is about. Our ambition is to be seen and recognized as the #1 network for leading independent agencies. One of the things that's different about us is we are set up as an association. We're based in the Netherlands. We're set up as an association. And why I think that's really good is any money we make is not going into the pockets of the directors, but it is put back into Tribe to help and support our members. And I think that's what a membership organization should be all about. It should be helping its members. So that is our business and our legal setup as an association. People ask me, why do you exist? What do you do? It's actually a really interesting time you're interviewing and talking to me because we are evolving our brand. But essentially, we are here to empower agencies as independent businesses. We're here to help them achieve their goals, their dreams, but we're all about empowerment. And we're going to start talking about get empowered, get inspired, get connected. Mm-hmm. That's what Tribe is going to really be about. And I think if you ask about the benefits, by being part of Tribe, an agency in a market, maybe in a smaller city, we talk about punching above your weight. You can surround yourself with the Tribe to help you. We have a fantastic peer group, some terrific people who've kind of done it and seen it. And all of these people are available for other people in the Tribe to talk to and to learn. Something that I know is on a lot of people's agendas at the moment is that our global presence allows agencies to scale at low cost and, to be honest, very little risk. And obviously, because we're global, we give our member agencies and business partners global perspectives. These are the benefits of the Tribe.
Super interesting. Could you characterize the agencies a little bit, beyond the fact that they're independent? Like, what is it that they're taking on? Like, what is their crafts? Like, maybe tell us a little bit about the agencies.
Yeah, I suppose there's probably two bits to this. At Tribe, we're very particular about the type of agency that joins us. So it is really important for us to find agencies that fit with the Tribe culture, fit with our values, people that are into teamwork and sharing. These are really, really important. So these kind of softer and more emotional aspects are really important. If people don't want to do that, they're not for Tribe. Then the other side of it is we're looking for talent. We are looking for fantastic people doing fantastic things. And, our world is changing so much and so quickly. We want to make sure that we're future fit. So the agencies that we are having as part of Tribe, they might be advertising, they might be digital, experiential, they might be data, they might be technology. But we're trying to build a network of talent so that whatever clients ask us to do, we have the top talent to satisfy these particular clients.
Super interesting. What really makes a client of Tribe? Like, is those the clients of the agencies? Are clients coming straight to Tribe? Maybe you could, give us a little bit sort of how the dynamics are actually playing out.
Yeah, most clients are clients of our member agencies. Um, so for me, they have an immediate benefit that although they have their agency in their market, um, they can also tap into the resource of Tribe Global around the world. So if they're looking for some global perspectives, they're looking for some trends, if they want to know about what's happening in other markets, we can kind of really help them with that. And I think that's a really important part of what Tribe does. In some cases, clients come direct to us. We've actually had a couple very recently. But what I do is I put them back out to who I think are the most appropriate agencies to either lead that business or pitch for that business.
Makes a whole lot of sense. So how do agencies, get to know about Tribe Global? I'm a, let's say, busy independent agency owner. Like, how do I hear about Tribe? How do I find, the mind space, to take time to get involved? Like, tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, that is such a good question because it's difficult. And at the moment, as we still battle with COVID, agency owners, agency founders are really focused on making sure their business survives or their business keeps moving forward. So for us, it's quite a challenge. But what we do, there's different things we do. We have roughly 3,000 people in the tribe. And we try and harness the power of these 3,000 people to spread the word and to explain who Tribe are. So we have a lot of coverage around the world. We're very active on social. The Elaine, who I work with, she will tell me that we are the #1 for engagement amongst the independent agencies. So we put a lot of good content out and people see that, read that, and people find out about Tribe that way. And they come and talk to us and talk about membership. And we also speak at events. Here's a good example tonight. But, I've spoken at Mirren. My colleague, the chair of Tribe, David Balfour, spoke at MadFest. He's spoken at various events in Dubai. So we have a kind of an ongoing profile raising exercise to make sure that we are not just seen out in the marketplace, but seen as a really interesting network, seen as thought leaders, and seen as people who are doing exciting things. That's what we try and do.
Very cool. What role do you actually attribute to the website? Like on a website, can it take on many different roles? Like, what role do you attribute to the TribeGlobal.net website?
It works in a couple of ways. It's very important for all our members because that's where our information is stored. So there's profiles of all the agencies there. That's where all our blogs are, all our stories, our areas of expertise. So if one of our member agencies is looking for example, for help in tourism, there's a whole area there all about our strengths in tourism. So it works importantly for the members, and it's literally updated every single day. I think for clients or potential clients of either Tribe or our agencies, I think they come along and they just see something that's quite refreshing, and it's quite fun, and it's not incredibly structured. It's not full of kind of corporate speak. And in there, they'll find loads of case studies that our agencies have worked on, which demonstrate creativity, effectiveness, success. So that's how it really works. It works for our members and our partners, and it works for our clients.
Very, very interesting. Maybe one last question, obviously, yeah, if anybody who's listening actually in can head to tribeglobal.net. There is some very, very interesting video artwork actually going on the website that I think really, really well reflects what Ian is talking about here today, with, you know, bringing the tribe together from all the different backgrounds. You know, I would be curious, right, in terms of the website, which role do you, and then we, you know, probably move forward to the next topic, but which role do you attribute to the website moving forward? Like, you know, is it a vehicle to, you know, actually win more agencies into the network? Like, you know, how do you think about that?
Well, I think we have several business priorities. One is to grow the network, but managed growth. It has to be people that we want and they want to come to us. So the website will fulfill that role. I want people to come to the website and think, hey, these guys look really interesting. You know, there's some really cool agencies, they do some really cool work, and they've got lots of things that I think my agency could benefit from. And I talked earlier about punching above your weight. They come there and they look at this and think, this could help me punch above my weight. So that is important. But of course, I'd love clients to come along and look at us and think maybe we should consider them. Maybe we should put them on our pitch list, whether it's Tribe or whether it's one of our agencies. And I think at the moment, I think one of the things that I think I'm seeing, and I'm very friendly with the other independent networks, one of the things we see is, I think, a real change in the marketplace. I think clients are looking for smarter, more agile, more nimble agencies who basically get on with the work, who deliver. I'm not so sure that the massive multinationals are necessarily what some clients are looking for anymore. There will always be a role for them, of course there will be. But I think a lot of clients are thinking, maybe it's time to have a change. Maybe it's time to work much more closely with people who really are in touch with what's happening in their country. They kind of have the pulse of their culture. And I think that's what we're seeing. And I think what I always say about Tribe, and to be honest, the other networks, is this is where small brands become big brands. We love them. We look after them, and we work with these brands to try and grow them. And that's what we're trying to do. And I think the talent thing that, you know, we've talked about, I think it's really interesting. I think, you know, I think more entrepreneurial people are looking for more entrepreneurial environments. And I think you'll find that in an independent agency or a network more than you would necessarily find in a consultancy or a big multinational.
Super interesting. There is some interesting stuff coming up. There is, you know, education, especially in the world of education, you putting, you know, next steps and next leaps out there. Could you tell us a little bit about what's coming in regards to the Academy?
Yeah, I mean, what we do, we've always been a learning and sharing community. On our communication platform, we have something called the Knowledge Center, and everybody shares, whether it's white papers, reports, trends, just something really interesting they've heard in their country. So we share that regularly, and we know people kind of use that in discussions and presentations. So that we have the Knowledge Center. One of the really big initiatives for this year, which I think is incredibly exciting, will be the launch of the Tribe Academy. And the Tribe Academy will be a big learning community with a multitude of learning, training, and courses for these 3,000 tribe people. We all know that our industry is changing. The pace of change is incredible. How do we keep people up to speed with what's happening? So we will introduce these courses, these trainings in the academy, and then we will take it broader than Tribe, and it will become, I hope, an academy for learning about marketing communications to the marketing world.
Super interesting. Since we're slowly approaching the end of the interview, we always love to ask, like, directors and founders and leaders of the company, about their own journey. So I would be curious, right? If today would be the very first day, right, that you would be starting to work on Global Tribe, what would be the one advice that you would give yourself?
And maybe I can cheat here and give you more than one. It is a cliche, but it's really important to surround yourself with fantastic people. It's just so important. And I think many of your listeners, there's a brilliant Harvard Business Review called The Incomplete Leader. And it says that, nobody or very few people are brilliant at everything.
Mhm.
So for me, it's vital that I have a team. And in the case of Tribe, I have a fantastic board with different skills, different cultures, different approaches. That makes it brilliant, and it makes it really kind of worthwhile. So having really good people around you to fill in my gaps,
Mhm.
good, and we can all fill in each other gaps. So I think that's important. I would also say if I was starting again, be braver. Just get on with it. You don't seek approval for everything. Just get going. So I would say that. I would also say it's important to have a kind of laser focus on the things that really matter. So much stuff we do every day, to be honest, if we didn't do it, it doesn't really matter. Concentrate on the things that matter. And then last thing, for those that know me, they will know this, you got to have some fun. We're only on this earth for one time. You've got to be able to have some fun and enjoy yourself. So if you can kind of package all that up, that's what I would say to my younger self if I was starting again.
Very cool. Ian, that's a very holistic view actually on all the learnings. I really appreciate it. You took the time with us today on, diving into the world of Tribe Global. I want to give you the very last word, right? If somebody would be forgetting all that we discussed about Tribe Global, what's the one thing that they should remember?
What I would say to people is what I said at the very beginning. We are here to empower independent agencies and independent businesses. And the strength of Tribe, the power of Tribe, I believe allows these businesses to perhaps do more than they ever realized they could do, and allows them to perhaps achieve some ambitions and dreams that maybe if you're just a single agency in a single market, you wouldn't have the opportunity. But when we surround you with the Tribe, you become a bigger entity. And I think, most people, they love it. They really enjoy being part of it. And there's a huge amount of friendship comes out of the Tribe.
Very good. Ian, I really appreciate you being part of Pathmark Presents today.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Lucas.